Hello everybody, welcome to a bonus episode of the Rugby Bunker where we've got an interview with the Saracens and England A player Noah Caluori. Listen, you'll have heard his name a lot over the last few weeks. It's been a pretty sensational start to his first team career with Saracens, now with England A, been training with the England squad. It was lovely to get about 20 minutes with him ahead of his England A debut this weekend, just chatting about his breakthrough at Saracens, his off-field hobbies, how he processes setbacks, and also his very, very unofficial Spotify Wrapped for 2025 as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Hey Noah, how are you?
Hi, nice to meet you, Ben.
Nice to meet you as well. How things going?
Yeah, very good, very good. Camp's been great this week and all the boys are just bonding really well. Team chemistry has been really well, so we're all looking forward to get stuck on tomorrow.
Because I'm aware that you've now done a few interviews in the last kind of few weeks, how all the kind of photo shoots and things like that. How do you find it?
Initially, it was a bit like, I was thinking like, all right, this is actually happening. Like I'm getting all these interviews, but I think I'm quite chill with it. It takes some time getting used to, but I just see it as a positive, really. Like getting your name out there, and yeah, I'm pretty good with it. I'm pretty chill with it. I don't mind that side of it.
Am I right in saying that your brother's a model?
Yeah, he's done some modelling, done some decent pieces. He's done stuff with like Boohoo Man, but now he's gone to Kent Uni, and I'm not sure what he's studying there, but he's just doing a bit of modelling here and there. But he has done some in the past, yeah.
So have you been getting any constructive feedback on your poses or on your photos so far from him, or nothing yet?
Always comments about like when my knees look ashy or stuff like that, but he just makes jokes about me. But I'm sure if I looked ridiculous in something, he would be like, "Don't do that next time. Instead, do this." Like he would help me out. But so far, haven't had any proper tips from him. But I'm sure he looks out for me in the background.
Nice. It's we're chatting on Friday, so the day before a game. For people watching who sort of don't know how the week pans out, what's the day before a game like for you and the rest of the players? What do you do today?
So we have a bit of a later wake up, which is good. Just allow our bodies to get that good recovery and make sure we're feeling the best going into the day before the game. So morning, always want to get a good carb load day, so we make sure we're fueling right. Then we'll have some time to ourselves after breakfast, and then we'll probably go to the stadium that we're playing at, have a captain's run, make sure that all those little niggles that have maybe been in training, all the like slight stuff that people wouldn't have known, making sure that everything's sorted out, everyone's on point, know their roles, and that we're ready to fly into tomorrow. And obviously people would have extras after, just to iron out all those creases, iron out all those little things that we want to go after tomorrow, so that when we're all on the pitch tomorrow, we can play at the best of our ability. And then after the captain's run, it's a bit more chill, just making sure that the team's still bonding. We have that team cohesion. A lot of the boys are in the common room playing on the PS4, table tennis, some cards, just really like spending quality time together, so that when we're on the pitch, we can be like, yeah, I want to work after the person next to me. Like you have that real relationship with them, which is good. So a lot of downtime, and then we have lunch. Like I just had lunch now, making sure that we're feeling right, really going after them carbs so that we can just work as hard as we can tomorrow. I don't think we have anything on for the rest of the day, so it's a lot chill. It's a lot more chill than the rest of the training days.
What's being played on the PS5? What's the game of choice at the moment?
FIFA or NBA 2K. Probably a half an hour ago, lost a last minute winner to Billy Seller, which I wasn't too happy about. A bit of like a pecking order in the games right now, and Max Jomo's first. I was second, but I just got beat by Billy Seller, so I've dropped down in the pecking order. But I need to like regain my title at second place. But yeah, I was fuming about that because I thought I should have won. But it is what it is.
You're not dwelling on it. You're processing it. You're moving forward.
Yeah, exactly that.
Your time will come again.
That's exactly that. Like back to zero now. Go back at it again next time. I'm gonna go back. It was a bit of, I think he paid the PS or something. Something was rigged. I don't know what. Yeah. Something was rigged.
Sounds right. Sounds like the only way. When these squads get named and these teams get named, who's the first person you text or you call, and what's that feeling like?
Probably have to be my parents first, just to let them know like what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the week, and like obviously share my excitement with them. I give like massive thanks to my mum and my dad for like where I'm at now. So sharing that excitement, sharing the joy when I make those selections is an important thing to do, because like I guess my success is their success at the end of the day, because they basically brought me to this level. They were the ones bringing me to rugby each weekend, watching me play. If I had bad games, they would keep my head up. So they're probably the first ones I would text. And then on like a friend, teammate side, I'll probably go text one of my best mates, Ryan Jones. He plays for Saracens as well. He hasn't broke through quite yet, but he's definitely one to watch. I call him straight away, and he probably gets more excited than I do. Like, but yeah, all the boys at Saracens in the senior academy, they're real supportive of what I'm doing right now, and they're like, everyone's really, really close. And like whenever someone's coming back from injury, whenever someone's got into something, EAP squad for England age group levels, like we're all getting behind them and supporting them with everything that they do.
Your mum, I've read, works as a psychiatrist and a therapist. We talk so much about in top level sport about kind of mental coaching and sort of resetting and that kind of process. How useful is that, or do you try and kind of separate that?
Yeah, definitely. When I was younger, she like used to help like after a bad game, like I would say, or like say if I was injured for quite a while, my mum would always be someone that I'll talk to about my struggles. At first, like you don't want to really dwell on your mum too much, like you want to like be strong, but then she obviously can recognize that since she's a psychiatrist, and she helps me like with those little mental challenges, like in the game when I've done something wrong, like being able to reset and just go after it again. And like a big thing that she's helped me do is like treating every opportunity the same, no matter what level I'm at. The highs and lows of rugby, I want to treat every opportunity the same. That allows me to just keep my mental focus the same. So I like play the same, train the same at every single level that I'm at. So my performances there won't be any differences in my performance or the way that I approach the game. And I think that's a big thanks to her why I'm at this level right now.
It's the last few weeks that you've had when you start thinking about playing game in the champ for Amptil, the 5-try game for Saris, obviously the hype that sort of naturally followed that, rightly so, the Northampton game, and now this. That must be it's a lot to process, right? Like it's a lot to kind of take in, but it sounds like you've got a kind of base there that you can fall back on and a process
definitely.
which works for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Just making sure I treated that championship game as the same as if I was playing this game on the weekend. Like I'm gonna go all out on everything I do, even if have a high one week and then I'm doing something else the next week, maybe at a lower level. I'll still approach it the same, so that I know I can give my all. The coaches can see that I'm giving my all, and then I'm doing my all for the team. Because at the end of the day, I'm not just trying to benefit me; I'm trying to benefit everyone around me as well.
What was it like going into Pennyhill Park for the first time and training with the senior squad? Describe that experience for me.
Nervous was the first word that would come to my mind as I'm driving into Pennyhill Park. It was a bit like, I can't believe this is happening, because my first call-up was a bit unexpected. Like it was the day after the Sale game, so the training agreement with Saracens that England made with them was quite impromptu. So I came into camp and I was like, oh my God, this is happening. Like I was in bed when I got the call, and but then I felt like I settled in, got comfortable pretty quick, and that allowed me to just like go all out in training, just like try to do what I do, try show the coach what I can do, and like be a good teammate and try help the other boys in the pitch as well, like prepping for Australia last week. But yeah, everyone's super helpful out there. Like all the boys were really welcoming, really kind to me. No one was mean, or oh, it's a new kid, I don't really need to speak to them. But everyone's very welcome, everyone's very nice, and yeah, I kind of had a better experience.
I had a chat with George Ford recently, who said that, I mean, he's been going into Pennyhill Park for how many camps? Like hundreds, right? And he says that he still drives in and he's kind of like, whoa, okay, I kind of need to switch on. And it's almost like something just flicks in his brain. And this is a guy who's won 100 caps. It must feel really quite special when you're doing that for the first couple of times.
Yeah, definitely. I knew there was like a moment where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna flick the switch now. I'm gonna go for it all. Like, and on the high intensity day on the Tuesday, like Maz Mara, he's at my club, he's my captain, also the captain there. He was like, don't let this opportunity go to waste. It was like a lot of people coming to camp for the first time and was like, I'm just gonna cruise by this, just like make sure I don't do anything, make sure I don't do any mistakes. He was like, I know you're not that type of player, but just just go for it. Don't let this go to waste. And then that really motivated me to go try to do what I do on the pitch and go all out in training. But yeah, there's definitely, I see what you said about George Ford. There's definitely that moment where you're like, all right, this is real. This is really happening. Like, I've got to flip the switch, stay switched on now.
Talk to me about your kind of role in training last week. I mean, the way England kind of handled the aerial threat of the Wallabies was clearly a lot better than last year, and it seems from what we sort of heard that you played a big part in that, in sort of the way you were acting as one of those non-23 players trying to kind of style as Suoli. How did you find all that?
No, I loved it. I mean, Swaley has a lot of aerial like powers within his game, and that suits me as well. I love, like, one of my favorite things to do is go up for the high ball. So Seals, like, to me, just go be a nuisance, just go put pressure, put all the boys on the pressure in the air, just go after it, and that's what I did. I just tried to do everything I could to benefit the non-23 players in the session, to have a good session, as well as prepping the back three and all the other boys for Saturdays to see what they're coming up against. And it seems that they've done really well. They won that aerial battle, and they I mean, hopefully that prep helped. But I enjoyed it a lot. It's like my favorite thing to do. Like, every time I see a ball in the air, I wanna go get it, and I see it as a try scoring opportunity every time I see a ball in the air. But yeah, I love it.
Did you have a massive growth spurt at some point, or have you always kind of, has that kind of aerial game, that jumping ability, just always sort of come naturally to you? Or was there a moment where you suddenly realized, oh wait, I'm unreal at this, like this is a skill that I can really build off?
I'd say that I was always like one of the bigger kids, like, in my age group. But aerial skill wise, I didn't think I really used it throughout, like, under 17s academy, like in school and stuff, until like my last year in, like, year 13. After my South Africa tour, my under 18 coach Will Parker came to watch me play, and he was like, I think we can turn this into a real weapon for you. Because I used to play 13 at school. I used to go up for the kickoffs then as well, even though I was at 13. And he saw me play, and I was like, I think you're one of the best schoolboys I've seen do this, and we can turn this into a real weapon. So after that moment, I went after it with him, went after it with the coaches in Saracens, and then I thought, like, then I found my feet with the technique that I wanted to do, and like my timing in the air. Like, Will Parkin has always said to me, if you go for the ball catch at the highest point, like, you're already taller than the other kids. If you can jump higher at the other kids and then catch it above your head, it's going to be undefendable. So I really went after that, trying to just hone all those skills and make it the best.
This is an obvious question, but in the NFL, we get players doing vertical jumps at combines like that, and you can see how high they can jump. So, Noah, how high can you jump? What is like your PB?
See, this is actually a bit, I need to actually look at this. I'm not really sure. Actually, it's a bit disappointing to say, but I actually haven't measured. Hopefully, we can get it done with England or Saris, but I actually don't know my vertical leap. I need to get it tested, but yeah, I definitely do want to get it tested. I've seen, like, a study on, like, what they done with, like, Cristiano Ronaldo. They, like, done, like, his CMJ jump, like, to see his impulse and his height off that, and then there's an actual, like, reactive jump with his whole body, but to see his proper vertical leap. But yeah, I definitely want to get that done, but I actually couldn't give you an answer now, sadly.
I'm sure this is going to come up at some point in the future, and it will happen. And as basic as this sounds as well, sort of take me through your process when you make those jumps. Like, is it all about footwork? Is it what's going through your brain? How does it work?
So initially, when the ball, first thing, I make sure that I'm onside every single time, because then it's a waste of everything, of the person that's the ball player, and then me going up for it onside. Then I want to get that initial acceleration to go meet the ball at the same time. Then I decel, so I can make sure that I get my timing right. So one thing that I've been taught is going slow to fast. So, like, initially going fast, then slowing down, then exploding up as fast as you can. So I'll chop my feet and then try to meet the ball at the highest point. So as it's at its highest point that I could get, I want to go meet it. So as it's just starting to come down, I would go into my fast motion. Like, if you see a picture of me before I jump, and basically my feet is probably a lot in front of my body. So, like, the body would be here and then my feet would be like that. And so that enables me to propel forward and up at the same time, so that I can win that contact area of the aerial game, and then I love catching the balls above my head. I don't really like catching on my chest, because then catching above my head can give me an edge to beat the other person that's going for the ball. And then I try to rotate in the air so I can land back on my feet and then carry on running if I win the ball. So yeah, that's my process.
And have you sort of found in the league games that you've been playing for Saris or in training or whatever that you've been doing this and then you've been like, okay, I'm clearly getting more height than opponents here, or I'm managing to win back balls here at an impressive rate? Is it, and what's that been like? Is that kind of not surprised you, but that must be quite a nice feeling when you can suddenly see how well it's working?
Yeah, it's a really good feeling. I feel like it gives me like a super strength that's quite unique because a lot of people are fast, a lot of people are strong, where not a lot of people have like quite good aerial game. I feel like it gives me a good super strength that's unique, and in game I feel like it gets me like really in the game. Like if I love when our team kicks first, it's like straight off the bat, like I'm going after what I'm best at, and it gives a good outlet for the team, good tactic for the team. If we're getting put pressure on, if we're stuck in our half, they can see me on that outlet. Even if someone's in front of me, I believe that I'll go get it and get it back for them. So I feel like it benefits me and the team, and I just love the feeling of it. Like I love the feeling of when someone's competing as hard as I'm competing for the ball. Like I love that competitive nature of that aerial game. Just like no fear going up for the ball, two people going up for the ball with no fear, trying to go get the ball and not worrying about where they're going to land after that. That's a big thing that I love about it.
It's a super strength at a time where the game is so focused on restarts and kind of that aerial battle as well. So I feel like the timing could not be better for you in that regard to be kind of breaking through at Saris and with England. You touched on Ronaldo. Who are your other sporting idols that you sort of had growing up and that you look up to?
So I'll say that my first love of rugby, like my first like person I looked up to was Bowden Barrett. I just remember like when I was first getting into rugby and I saw his try in the World Cup final, I was just thinking this guy's so cool. Like, and then I started looking and reading into him more and seeing how he read the game and how he played. He was like my idol. I like looked up to him quite a lot. And then as I got older, going into school, I really liked Rico and Arne. I'll say those two are like probably the two that I looked up to the most in rugby at a young age. And then outside of rugby, Ronaldo is definitely one. Like his mentality when he's working is crazy. Like he does not stop working until he's reached the top. Same with Kobe. Like I love that mentality, just like going after it all. You want to go win it all. Like you're there to be the best. You're there to become the best. That mentality is how I think those are people that I look up to.
I mean, those are all guys, especially Ronaldo and Kobe, just with incredible kind of self-belief. How does your process work in terms of building that yourself? Do you set yourself goals? Have you sort of charted a timeline of stuff you want to hit by when? Tell me about that process.
Yeah, I always write down my goals. I'm like a really big like goal setter. And I would like write down like season goals, short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals for that season. And when I was in school in my boarding room, I used to write on my whiteboard, but then now I write in my notepad. And then as the season goes on, I'll take it off. And for example, this season, I had Prem Cup debut, scoring in this game, that game. I had goals for under-20s, and then by the end of the year, I wanted England A to be able to have a look at me. And like last year, I wanted to play in the under-20s World Cup, so I had that as my goal. I had stuff for my academy league. Like I love having those goals and then just going after it, just making sure that I tick most of them off.
So wait, you've ticked off essentially all of your season's goals, and we're not even like the midway through November. So you're resetting essentially, I imagine, and going again.
Yeah. Some of the goals have been ticked off a bit sooner than I expected, but yeah, I'll have a sit down, go after and think about what I want to do, and then properly write down my new set of goals and try to go after them. But yeah, some of them came a bit early than I expected, which is a good thing. But I'm just making the most of it, making the most of every opportunity, and big thing is just enjoying it as well.
Two more quick ones before I let you go. Outside of rugby, what are you kind of into? How do you switch off?
I like a bit of golf. My friends would say I'm terrible, but I would say I'm just a learning curve, progress, like steady progression. My friends would say I'm quite bad because I'm probably the worst in my group and in the house I live in. But I like a bit of golf. I haven't actually been doing a lot of it lately because I've been so like
You've been busy.
caught
I
up,
mean, come on.
yeah, caught up with everything. But I really want to get back onto the course, back into the range, and like just have a go to get better again because I had a bit of like a good progression and I hit a bit of a plateau over the summer and I wasn't playing the best golf. I want to get back into that. I like watching movies with my friends. I just like spending time with like people I care about, like with friends, family. I do play a lot of Xbox. So with the boys in our house, we have like a little pro clubs on FIFA. It gets quite competitive, but yeah, those I would say those are my big three: spending time with friends, family, golf, and consoles, playing games.
And it's a bit early for Spotify Wrapped, but if the year ended now and you had to see what your top 3 artists were this year, who would they be?
Oh, that's a very good question. Drake would be on there. Let's go Drake, Nems, and I'm gonna have a quick look at my phone. Last one. Oh, that's such a good question. See, I've been liking a bit of Ray and Olivia Dean as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been liking them. Can I do 4, not 3? I'll go top 4.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you 4. Why not?
Those 4. I've been listening to them quite a lot.
Sure, I'll be generous. I'm more than happy with 4. Listen, Noah, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's a busy week. And you, go well on Saturday.
Thank you. I'll try. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that chat with Noah as much as I did. He's a very, very impressive young man. You'll have the usual reaction video from Allianz Stadium later today with Charlie and me taking in England's game against Fiji. But yeah, thanks very much.